Aaron, are you there? Benny the Bull.
That was a good open he did.
Jim Brinson along with Wes Unseld, Chicago Stadium, Chicago, Illinois, and we are just about ready now for the beginning lineups for both teams, and they will introduce the Bullets first. Remember now, they will introduce the entire squad. And Greg Ballard now coming out onto the floor for the Bullets, and of course he has just signed a new contract with the club. And Charles Davis. These, of course, the Bullet reserves. Here comes Cliff Robinson now, as Wes told you, suffering from back spasms during training camp. Guy Williams now being introduced, young man who started his career in San Francisco, then ended it at Washington State, had the crippling knee injury, but apparently is almost 100% back after rehabilitation. Tommy McMillan, formerly on the University of Maryland, a Rhodes Scholar. And this is Tom Sewell, also picked up from the Philadelphia 76ers in a trade situation. And Gus Williams, who, by the way, gets a nice hand here from the good crowd already in the stadium, as everybody, I think, likes to watch the Wizards play basketball. Here now, the starting lineups for the Bullets. At forward will be Darren Day out of UCLA. He has played very well during the exhibition and in camp. Jeff Ruland, who did it all for the Bullets last season, scoring, rebounding, even had 2 triple-doubles, which is almost unheard of for a guy in the pivot. Ricky Mahorn from Hampton Institute. He has improved his play immensely. The Beef Brothers. And Dudley Bradley, who came in as a free agent and has made this club as the defensive specialist. And the other guard will be Frank Johnson out of Wake Forest. He'll play the point tonight. And of course, it is Gene Shue, who is the main man for the Bullets.
Dudley Bradley is going to have his hands full here tonight.
He certainly is. He's drawn the assignment of course, guarding Michael Jordan. And they are now set to introduce the Chicago Bulls. And the fanfare begins with the music, Michael Jackson's Thriller in the background, and a standing ovation. And here is Sidney Green, a second-year player from University of Nevada, Las Vegas, injured most of last year. Rod Higgins out of Fresno State, a defensive specialist in his own right, but has improved his outside shooting. Charles Jones, the younger brother of Caldwell Jones, also out of Albany State. All of the Jones brothers, in fact, went to Albany State. Dave Corzine, who originally came here from Houston in a trade. And you hear some of the catcalls and boos. He was not a popular player here last year, and he hopes to improve. Out of Seattle University, Jawan Olam, a 7-footer. Quentin Daly, young man, out of the Baltimore, Maryland area, Cardinal Gibbons High School. He is the 6th man off the bench for the Chicago Bulls, and a fine outside shooter. Wes Matthews reeks an acquisition. They picked up after he was the last cut by the Philadelphia 76ers. Here is Orlando Woolridge out of Notre Dame. Steve Johnson, young man out of Oregon State, originally drafted by the Kansas City Kings, and traded here. When he was Oregon State, they used to call him the Big Behind. Here's Caldwell Jones, 34 years old, but as Wes said earlier in the broadcast, he can still play the pivot well. And they look for him for defensive prowess and also his general leadership qualities on the floor. Ennis Watley at one guard, and now the noise factor begins to really increase. Here is the man. They call him Mr. Jordan in Chicago. The standing ovation for Michael Jordan from North Carolina, the #3 pick in the NBA draft.
You know, a lot of pressure's been brought to bear on this young man's shoulder. He is in a very awkward position. As we said, we know he must be excited, but the position that they're putting this kid in here, building up everything on this team around him, is going to be something that only a Michael Jordan probably can own up to.
And of course, Kevin Loughery, the head coach, really likes what he's got right now. They do have one problem, and that is David Greenwood, who is apparently holding out at this time.
David Greenwood is still having some contractual problems. I think it's going to be interesting to note that depending on how well this front line does here tonight, it's going to depend on, well, how important the Bulls front office see to sign David Greenwood.
Special presentation at midcourt, as we will have the opening tap coming up for you momentarily. The officials for tonight's game are Jess Thompson and Wally Rooney. And we are just a few moments away. Here comes the ceremonial taps from the Chicago Cubs. That is Gary Matthews, and of course the very popular Chicago Cubs left fielder, who did all he could possibly do to try to help his team beat San Diego, but they fell one game short.
Not a bad year for the Cubs.
No. City is definitely excited about the Cubs, about the Bears, and the Chicago Bulls hope to get them equally excited. And this game is underway, as it is Michael Jordan who comes down with the basketball. Over to Watley, and we are underway with play on the front court. Swing it to Woolridge on the far side. Round on top to Steve Johnson. Here's Jordan with his first shot of the game. Off the iron, won't drop. Rebound. Steve Johnson follows to the glass and scores.
Exactly what Chicago has been hoping for from Steve Johnson. Some power inside. Sometimes he had problems doing at Kansas City last year.
Bradley brings the ball into the front court. Swing it now to Mulhorn, far side. Down low underneath. They try to get it to Rulin. Ball tapped away out of bounds. It'll still be Bullet basketball.
The Bullets are going to go to their strength, and we know that that's Jeff, part of the Beat Brothers Rulin.
Down low picks, comes into Rulin. Double pump, goes up strong. Short off the iron, no good. Rebound comes down to Caldwell Jones. Quickly they swing it out to Jordan. He moves it into the front court area. Puts a move on Dudley Bradley, but Bradley gets back defensively and keeps him outside. I asked Dudley if he had any special plans on how to play Jordan tonight. He just said, hopefully he'll pass to a teammate. Steve Johnson from way outside. Air ball, doesn't hit iron. Dudley Bradley down with it. And quickly we come back the other way. Bradley moves around Jordan. They got Mulhorn posted up down low, along with Rulin as they go with a double low post. Bradley, Darren Day at the free throw line. Penetrate down the center, pulls up one-hander, off the iron, won't drop, rebound, battle for it. Woolridge goes up, whistle, foul called. Referee Jess Thompson says stay here. It's going to be on Orlando Woolridge for going over the back. Inbounds on the near side, Dudley Bradley.
We can see the formidable front line of the Chicago Bulls on the replay as they both go up over Ricky Mulhorn.
Back to live action. Woolridge goes up over Rulin and scores, and they're going to whistle Rulin with a foul. Bullets lost the ball at the other end. Quickly, Chicago turned it into a fast break basket. As Woolridge gets the bucket, and will also go to the free throw line with an opportunity for the three-point play.
We can see Orlando Woolridge making a very powerful move for a small forward.
Well, they had him on the weight programs most of the summer, and he's beefed up on top a little bit, looking for a little more strength factor underneath. Misses from the outside, or from the free throw line, rather. Ball stripped away from Rulin by Watley, but he gets it back. Bradley in front court, Jordan on him defensively. Dudley penetrates center of the lane, lay it up off the glass, won't drop. Rulin pushes off, and we're going to have a loose ball foul called.
Jeff had established position, got inside, and just used that off arm and pushed off a little bit and was caught by Wally Rooney.
Get away with that a lot, but he happened to do it right in front of Wally that time.
You can't do that. You got to pick your spots.
Second personal on Rulin. Watley having trouble with the basketball against Frank Johnson. It goes out of bounds. Good defensive play that time by Johnson. And the foul is going to be called on Ennis Watley. That's his first personal.
loose ball foul. Frank played good defense, had good position, made Watley kind of lose the ball and went for it. Watley just pushed off trying to regain it.
Dudley Bradley handling out top against Michael Jordan. Swing it now to Mahorn. In the middle goes Frank Johnson up off the glass. He scores, goes down hard, but gets up quickly, apparently okay. Beautiful pass that time by Dudley Bradley. Bullets are on the scoreboard. 4-2, Chicago leads.
Good give and go between the guards.
Up top goes to Johnson, lob down low, and the basket is in by Orlando Woolridge as they went for the lob pass that time. He got it over the outstretched arms of Darren Day.
It's very, Orlando Woolridge is a power forward. As we can see on this replay, that when he goes up, he just takes Darren Day, who's just so much smaller than he is, and Orlando has the great jumping ability. He just goes up, and if it wasn't for the foul, he would have slammed that one home.
Woolridge back at the line, missed his first opportunity, but this one is good. Woolridge now with 5 points, 5 of the 7 Bulls points. 7-2, 9:44 to play, first quarter. Jim Brinson, Wes Unseld, opening game of the year in the NBA for these two teams. Frank Johnson, Darren Day, pump fake, now he's got his open shot off the glass, dumps it in. Day's first bucket. Jordan now quickly into the front court, penetrates to the hoop, hangs in the air, give it off Steve Johnson, and he gets the easy bucket.
This is what's going to make Michael Jordan so valuable to this Chicago Bulls team. He's just going to draw attention from everybody, and it's going to leave his teammates open.
9-4, Bulls in front of the Bullets. Frank Johnson down low baseline, back outside. Bradley in the middle, Mahorn, nobody really near him, and Ricky gets the easy bucket. Boy, somebody missed a defensive assignment that time. 9-6, three-point advantage for Chicago. Frank Johnson goes from the steal on Watley, can't get it. He penetrates center of the lane, puts in the running one-hander, and it goes down.
He gambled and lost on that play. Frank made a good defensive gamble, but on that one he lost.
Jordan just ran into Ricky Mahorn. A fine how do you do that was. Mahorn now pulls up with the outside jumper. He got nothing but twine. And the Bullets staying right in this contest. It's now 11-8. Mahorn with 4 points. Watley quickly into the front court. Steve Johnson, Orlando Woolridge, shuffled the feet, no whistle, pulls up from the outside, and out doesn't drop. Rulin is there to corral the rebound.
That's the shot the Bullets are going to have to make Orlando Woolridge take. He does not have a track record of having a good outside shot.
Bradley sets him up on the outside. Now Mahorn, swing at the Rulin, top of the lane, down low, bad pass, but Darren Day did happen to get it, blocked by Jordan. And the ball comes down in the hands of Steve Johnson. Ennis Watley quickly into the front court. Penetrates center of the lane, put it up, scores, and he's fouled.
The Bullets allowed Ennis Watley to dribble the ball too much, to penetrate too deep, to get their backs to the backboard. As we can see, he makes a good move on Frank Johnson, gets by him. The defense is not turned around in the helping position that Gene Shue would like to see. Ennis Watley gets the easy shot and the foul.
First personal for Frank Johnson. And Watley will go to the line. He gets the three-point play. 14-8 in favor of Chicago, 6-point advantage. That is their largest lead so far in this game. Looking for Rulin inside, struggling to get it to him. It's Darren Day on top. Back outside, Frank Johnson, long bomb around, won't drop. Rebound, Caldwell Jones lost it. Rulin turned his back, didn't see the ball come loose. Ennis Watley quickly in front court to Jordan. Looking for penetration, spin move, hangs in the air, off the glass, and in. And that's what Wes and I were talking about at the pregame show.
You knew it was going in. All this excitement, it had to go.
Timeout has been called by the Bullets. They don't want to get this one out of hand early. We'll take a break. 7:19 to play first quarter. The score, Bulls 16, Bullets 8.
Yes, thank you.
Got it. Good heavens. I knew I wanted to come to Chicago for some reason. I know that this was it.
It gets better.
Budweiser, the king of beers. Almo Electronics, the Chicago Sun-Times, Chicago.
When we come back, we get a chance, you can mention the stats from the floor. .7:19 to play first period, 16-8 in favor of the Bulls over the Bullets.
You know, Chicago is shooting a whopping 70% from the field so far in this first quarter, to the Bullets 44%. A lot of that, of course, Jim, is that Chicago's getting a lot of the inside easy shots. The Bullets are going to have to stop the penetration.
All right, set to go now. Action back in. No changes for either team. Johnson looking for Mahorn on the baseline. Back outside. Dudley Bradley's going to take the outside popper off the iron. Mahorn tries to tip. Whistle foul underneath. It's going to be on Steve Johnson.
Rick got great inside position against Steve Johnson. Just used his power and strength and tipped the ball back up and in. Did not tip it in, I'm sorry.
Yeah, but we've talked a little bit about Steve Johnson's problems with fouls difficulty. That was his main problem moving into the NBA.
Exactly. As we can see here, you know, he played center, and that was a tough position for him.
And now he's playing the forward spot. Ball tipped out of bounds. We return to live action. Bradley will toss it in. Mahorn in the center of the lane. Goes up and gets it.
Ricky can hit that jump shot facing the basket as well as anybody.
6 points now for Mahorn, and it's a 6-point Chicago advantage at 16-10. Mahorn, by the way, perfect shooting from the floor so far in this game. He's hit 3. Out of 3 attempts. Jordan spin move. Bradley, great defense to get back. Jordan goes up, hits it, and is fouled by Bradley.
I think the official got kind of excited on that play. I think Dudley Bradley played great defense. He was with him the whole way and just went up and tried to contest the shot. As we see, Dudley was not fooled by a great move by Michael Jordan. He just goes up and just puts a hand up. And a hand is part of the ball in the NBA.
Jordan to the line for his first free throw. He gets it. 5 points on the night so far for Jordan. It's 19-10. Quickly in the front court now comes Bradley. There's been 1 turnover so far in the game, and that was against the Bullets. And whistle underneath as Rulin is locked up with Caldwell Jones. And they got Caldwell for that one.
You know, it's very important to mention right here, Jim, is that the Bullets are going to have to get Jeff Rulin involved. He is their offense down low, and it's important that they get him off.
They try to force the pass to Frank Johnson on a back pick along the baseline. The ball was tipped out of bounds. Washington gets it back. 19-10. First period. Opening game of the 1984-85 NBA season. Inside, Rulin. He goes up top, rolls around, drops it in. And boy, he does that so well, where he just leans that shoulder empty and then powers to the hoop.
He just used the body. He got Caldwell Jones on his hip, and when Jeff gets somebody on the hip, it don't leave much hip.
It's over with. Going to the basket is Woolridge, but we're going to have the foul called before he went into the act of shooting. Aaron Day gets hit for the foul. That's his second personal. And that'll send Woolridge to the line, shooting 2 shots. Off the bench, substitution coming in. Charles Davis now for the Washington Bullets, as Darren Day will go to the bench. First time you'll have an opportunity to take a look at Charles Davis. You know,
Charles had a good preseason. He played very well, and there was some concern that he might get caught up in a numbers game as far as making his Bullets team.
Woolridge hits the free throw. Orlando with 6 points. A 20-12 advantage now for the Bulls over the Bullets. Second free throw, around and out. Mahorn rips it down. Bradley into the front court against Jordan. Davis swinging around now to Johnson, who trying to get it down low to Rulin on the far side. They double pick in the center. Davis forces one up, has to pass off to Rulin. Lucky break that time. He goes baseline, flips it up off the glass, but nothing doing there as the ball just fell right into the hands of Woolridge. Ennis Watley to Woolridge. He swoops in and scores. Woolridge with 8 points, and it's 22-12 Chicago.
Orlando Woolridge started to come on last year to establish himself here in Chicago, and it's important that the Bullets make him take the outside shot. Don't let him get the ball and drive in low.
Offensive foul is going to be called on Rick Mahorn for a moving pick that time. And here comes number 1, Gus Williams. Apparently Gene Shue felt that he couldn't wait any longer. We told you now that Gus suffering from ankle problems throughout the whole preseason, and it'll be Gus on Watley. Jordan going one-on-one, center of the lane, hangs in the air almost forever, tipped up by Steve Johnson, went in and out. Bradley off for the loose ball. On the wing is Williams, right through Gus's hands and out of bounds. Pressure in the backcourt by Williams. A lot of people don't really realize this, Wes, but Gus is really a splendid defensive player, too.
He works very hard on defense for a guy with such offensive capabilities.
Lob down low. Caldwell Jones turns on Rulin. No good. Mahorn grabs it quickly off to Bradley. Bullets trying to pick the tempo up a little bit, trying to get down the floor a little quicker. Don't let Chicago get into a defensive setup. Mahorn from the outside, off the bracket. First shot he's missed in the game. Here comes Caldwell Jones at 7 feet, leading the break. Steve Johnson scores.
Well, you know you're in trouble when you get your 7-foot center and your 6'11" power forward leading the break and finishing with the break.
Timeout going to be called. 22nd timeout by Gene Shue.
Gene definitely doesn't like what he saw. As we can see that Caldwell Jones took this ball from one end of the court to the other, made a good pass to Steve Johnson for an easy layup. The Bullets have got to get back a little bit better on defense.
I want to know how many times you led the break.
Oh, 1. And that was when the game was over. Break it to the dressing room.
Other games tonight. Atlanta playing against the Nets of New Jersey. At the half, it's 51-48 in favor of New Jersey. Cleveland at Philadelphia. Halftime score, 76ers 49, the Cavs 45. In the second quarter, Boston playing at Detroit. The defending world champions against the Pistons, tied at 42. Back to action now. This is Williams. Charles Davis shuffled the feet as he got ready to make the pass. Wally Rooney says, I saw that, and it's a turnover for Washington. Conference going on at the highest level. Shue and Bickerstaff on the Bullets bench. Woolridge, now to Watley out front. Jordan outside, in and out, rebound Mahorn.
Good isolation play by Chicago for Michael Jordan. We can expect to see a lot of that tonight.
Dudley Bradley, good penetration, baseline, lost the basketball. He had the move set up, and then all of a sudden it just kind of slipped out of his hands and he walked.
Dudley made a great move to get open, lost Michael Jordan on that play, and got kind of excited, I think, at how wide open he was.
5 turnovers in the game so far for the Bullets, and now making 2 for the Bulls. 5 for the Bullets and 2 for the Bulls. Michael Jordan goes to the bench. And Quentin Daly comes on. Cardinal Gibbons High School out of Baltimore. And he basically is the 6th man off the bench for the Bulls. Bullets in front court. This is Mahorn looking for Rulin down low. Can't get it to him. It goes to Dudley Bradley. Swing low. Gus Williams. Good pump fake. Gus goes up and it rolls in. Nice move that time by Gus Williams, and it's amazing how such a small guy can get so many people off their feet at the same time and score.
He was in the land of the big guys, but Gus triple pumped on that play and was able to get it up in the air.
Here's Woolridge swooping to the hoop. It won't fall in. Rulin with the rebound off to Gus Williams.
Here comes the Bullets as we expect to see them running, moving the ball up quick.
Ball slapped away, and it went off the leg of Williams and out of bounds for their 6th turnover. Timeout called. We'll do the same with 3:05 to play. First quarter score, Chicago 24, Washington 14. Booing him. Look at this.
Aaron, can you hear me?
I need WDCA.
Yeah, will you be calling all instant replays, or will you be just putting some of them up on the screen? Okay, but those that appeared on the screen, well, they're not replays, right? If you don't tell me.
Yeah, they're up.
Okay. That's okay, no problem. I just want to.
Jim Brunson, Wes Unseld back in Chicago. Don't forget, fans, there's more Bullets action tomorrow night at 9 on WDCA when the Washington Bullets take on the Indiana Pacers. That's tomorrow night at 9 on WDCA Channel 20. 24-14, 10-point advantage for the Bulls. Johnson turns center of the lane, and a little hook shot is good. Johnson now with 8 points.
Johnson made a good power forward move, good strong move over Cliff Robinson, who just came into the game.
Outside from the corner, around and out is Davis. Rulin trying to tip it, wouldn't drop. Daly down with the basketball, quickly to Watley, back to Daly, they play catch. Quinton pulls up his first shot of the game, it won't go in. Rebound battle, a whistle underneath, and a loose ball foul is called. Steve Johnson gets it, that's his second personal. Dudley Bradley leads, and Tommy Sewell will check into the lineup now for the Washington Bullets.
Tom Sewell, who we obtained from Philadelphia, first-round draft pick by the 76ers. This young man has shown during some preseason games that he really has a lot of ability. I think much more offensive ability than the Bullets thought when they drafted him.
Well, he was the leading scorer at Lamar. That's the Southland Conference out of Beaumont, Texas. Lamar went to the NIT. It'll be Davis on the line, and he's being terribly distracted right now by a familiar face, and hopefully we'll get a shot of it after he takes this free throw. That is the San Diego Chicken, who has arrived here at Chicago Stadium doing his antics. And wait till you see this one. Well, that's got to be tough. It's tough to even do the broadcast. Davis, however, is not, I repeat, not intimidated as he gets both of them.
Well, let's go into a 2-2-1 press. Full court.
Caldwell Jones from the outside. It won't go down. Woolridge rebounds, and Gus Williams from behind defensively slaps it out of bounds. Good play that time by Gus.
The press worked exactly the way I'm sure Gene Shue designed it. Had Caldwell Jones taking a 15-foot shot, and that's good.
Daly from the baseline. That's his shot. He got it.
They are tutoring Quinton Daly as instant offense coming off the bench.
Here's Sewell with his first shot of the contest, and he knocks it down. That's got to really be important for confidence building for the rookie.
That really helps, especially amidst all this excitement.
Watley quickly in front court, 28-18. Chicago leads it. Down low pass. Rulin taps it away. Cliff Robinson tries to come up with it against Sidney Green, and Green stepped out of bounds. Sidney Green, second-year player out of Nevada, Las Vegas. Here's Gus into the front court now against Watley. It is Williams, Sewell, Cliff Robinson, Charles Davis, Jeff Rulin on the court right now for the Washington Bullets. Down low, Robinson, little spin move's going to be short off the iron. Rebound to Sidney Green, lofts it off to Woolridge. He blows right by everybody and dunks. Orlando Woolridge with the first big magic moment of the night.
He used a quick first step to get by Gus Williams, and when he saw some daylight, he just took it in.
Down low, Robinson, nice play, and they're going to call a foul on Robinson for pushing off. Bullets set that play up well, but they got caught with the foul. For Chicago, it is Woolridge, Watley, Daly, Green, and Jones on the floor. Woolridge out top now to Caldwell Jones. Daly baseline, throws it up and gets nothing but twine. We're under a minute to play in the first quarter. 32-18, it's been all Chicago. Gus Williams has the ball slapped away. Chicago comes up with it quickly. We go the opposite direction. Watley over to Daly. Daly, the outside shot won't fall. Rebound battle for. Who's got it? It's going to be Green of the Bulls. 32-18, largest lead of the contest for Chicago. Watley with a one-hander. It won't drop. Rebound underneath. Goes to Rulin. Basketball pass down the side. There goes Sewell. Sewell. Davis down the center of the lane. Puts it up, around and out. Davis fights for the ball and gets it. Has it knocked out of bounds. Whistle foul.
The Bullets were able to move the ball up the court before the defense was set, and it got Charlie Davis an easy shot. Even though he missed it, he was still able to recover, go and get his own rebound, and was fouled.
So Davis will go to the line. And so far for the Bullets, this first quarter has been more or less disaster.
It's been ragged, but a lot of this, I'm sure, and people can see that it's been attributed that these guys just haven't played together. And that's what you want, and that's what training camp's all about, to get these guys used to each other. They are new. You know, we've got a lot of new faces on this team.
Have to remember that Robinson and Williams all had injuries during the preseason.
Sewell and Dudley Bradley are new. So they take some time to get these guys playing and the chemistry going.
Davis gets 1 of 2. Jordan back into the lineup. Here's the full court pressure that Wes spoke about earlier, but they do break it, get it over to Woolridge. Now Watley, Jordan will set it up. Down to 13 seconds in the first period. Jordan's going to hold for 1. Inside of 10, right to the hoop, taken up off the glass, and won't go, and he drew the foul. Charles Davis gets tagged with a personal.
Michael Jordan, Jim, made the old familiar play. I'm sure many ACC fans are used to seeing him with just a 1-4. Just leave him alone, isolate him, and let him do what he does best.
A lot of people have to remember, too, that Jordan is listed at 6'6", but yet the way he skies and floats through the air, he plays much, much taller. And he drops down the first free throw. Now 6 points for Jordan. 33-19, make it 34-19. 5 seconds to play, first period. Inbounds, Gus Williams has it knocked out of bounds by Jordan. Into Sewell. Sewell will throw it up from midcourt. Off the glass, and the first period has come to an end. So a standing ovation after 1 for the hometown Chicago Bulls, and their fans appreciate so far what they see. When we come back, we'll have the start of the second quarter. The score, Bulls 34, Bullets 19. Aaron. I'm fine, Aaron, no problem. Shooting percentages, yes.
Please give a warm welcome to the DePaul Blue Demon basketball team. The Sporting News ranks DePaul at the top of the country.
Jim Brunson along with Wes Unseld back at Chicago Stadium. Second period about ready to begin. It's 34-19 in favor of the Bulls. The Bullets, by the way, take on the LA Clippers Thursday. That's November 8th, 7:30 at the Capitol Center. That's Bill Walton, Marcus Johnson, Norm Nixon, and the famous San Diego Chicken. He'll be at the Capitol Center to entertain everybody with all of his Looney Tune antics. That's the Chicken, November 8th for the Bullets-Clippers game.
Chicago has been playing on a lot of excitement this first quarter. only committed 3 turnovers to the Bullets 8, and that's where they've managed to maintain this lead.
Gus Williams missed a shot. The Bulls come right back the other way, and they get it to Woolridge, and he slams home another one. He's now in double figures with 12.
Just great penetration by the Bulls. They're able to get the ball out and beat the Bullets down on the offensive end.
Gus Williams with his first bucket from the line right there. It's 4 points now for Gus. 36-21. Chicago in front of Washington. Here's Jordan on the outside. Dave Corzine in the lineup. We'll set everybody for you in just a moment. A walk by Sidney Green. And while we have just a moment, it is Dave Corzine, Woolridge, Green, Jordan, and Daly. That's Chicago. For the Bullets, Gus Williams, Sewell, Davis, Mahorn, and Robinson. Washington hoping the second quarter will be better than the first. Gus working against Daly. This is Sewell, good pump fake, but he shuffled the feet. Basket will not count. Welcome to the NBA as a rookie.
It's going to happen, and he's got a few more times before he learns what to do on that particular move, and then he's going to do just fine.
Daly into the front court, give it off to Corzine. Corzine being pressured by Mahorn. Now Daly. Woolridge. Jordan loses the basketball, and we're going to have a reach-in foul by Sewell. That's his first personal.
Thomas playing good defense. The ball got away from Michael Jordan, and he just got kind of excited and got called for a reaching foul. And most reaching fouls, when you see this early in the season, are usually called for just being excited.
Here's Jordan with a poor shot from the outside, and he banged it hard off the iron. Rebound to Robinson. Now Gus Williams quickly in front court. Switched by everybody. Throws it high off the glass. Mahorn tries to follow. Gets it back and scores.
Good strong move by Ricky Mahorn. Something the Bullets are going to have to get a lot more out and more consistency from Ricky on those types of plays.
36-23. Bulls lead the Bullets. Sidney Green into the corner. Jordan baseline move. And a blocking foul called on Sewell. And that'll be his second. Substitutions into the ballgame now as Sewell will leave and Dudley Bradley checks back in for Washington.
Gene Shue and Bernie would like to keep the matchup of Michael Jordan and Dudley Bradley. If anybody in this league is going to be able to handle the Michael Jordan type guards, it's Dudley Bradley. He is a good, or if not great, defensive basketball player.
He looked very good in camp and also in the exhibition. Here's Quentin Daly drilling it from the corner.
Well, Quentin Daly is living up to what they want out of him, and that's provide some instant offense.
Daly with 6 points, goes for the steal. Williams comes up with it, goes right to the hoop, double pump foul. Well, he's something when he gets in the air.
And I tell you what, you give Gus Williams a yard, and he's going to take a foot on you. He's going to always go for a little bit better shot. And we'll get a chance to see what we're talking about right here. He has an open shot right there, but he's just going to take it in, get a better shot, and it's foul.
Sidney Green got him. Gus bangs it around, but it won't drop. Next one does. 38-24, Chicago leading the Bullets. Quickly in the front court, they got the fast break going. Shot is up off the glass, too hard by Sidney Green. Rebound comes down to Jones. Over to Davis, now to Robinson. Robinson underneath, pump fake, tries to go for the slam, and he's fouled.
Good, strong move by Cliff Robinson. And a good pass from Dudley Bradley to get it down underneath to him, and he just went up as strong and as hard as possible. You can see that Dudley Bradley makes an offside play. Cliff goes up, he fakes, gets both defensive players off their feet, and just goes up and tries to slam it home.
Would have counted if it would have gone. 38-24, Robinson on the line. Free throw is down. That's his first point of the night.
One shot. Wait for the release. Release of the ball.
Bullets trying to get back into this one after a poor showing in the first quarter. Robinson, nothing but twine that time. Again, it's that full court pressure. Over to Jordan. Break to the hoop now. Daly's got it, center of the lane. He puts it up, the basket will count, and he's fouled. And it's going to be on Mahorn.
We can see here, Jim, the Bullets played this play really good on the press, but they let too much penetration by Quentin Daly, and he was able to get in and draw Ricky Mahorn out for the foul. Daly
now with 8 points. He's 4 of 6 from the floor, and he'll go to the line. Opportunity to complete the three-point play. 82% free throw shooter last year. And he downs that one without a problem. Dudley Bradley into the front court. Here now to Charles Davis. Mahorn pops out high. Now it's Gus Williams. Gus Robinson at the free throw line. That's his shot. Rolls around. Couldn't go that time. And it is Green who rips down the ball out of the air. Off to Watley.
Good execution by the Bullets. You can't ask for much more than that. A good open shot. And the player gets the type of shot he wants.
It is Bradley, however, at the other end with some good defense to knock the ball free. Chicago maintains possession. Jordan throws it. Sidney Green, baseline from 19. He got it. First bucket for Green. Biggest lead in the game now at 43-26 for Chicago. Williams working against Watley. Now goes to Davis in the corner. Back outside to Gus. Charles Davis is outside Jay. Won't drop. Rebound Dave Corzine. Watley steams in the front court. Daly pulls up. No good. Robinson rips it down with one hand. Off to Gus. Williams quickly into the front court. Bullets trying to increase the tempo. Down low. Mahorn kicks it back outside. Williams with a shot. No good. Rebound Jordan. And here he comes steaming into the front court. Jordan with the pass off to Corzine. He scores.
He's going to make everybody on this Chicago team look better than they actually are. He's going to make better basketball players out of all of them.
Biggest lead so far of the night, 45-26. Chicago leads Washington. We'll be back.
Watch this. This is funny.
Oh, yeah. The chicken. Yes. What are Jordan's?
Jim Brunson and Wes Unseld back live on Channel 20 WDCA in Washington. It's 45-26. Sunday at 4 o'clock on WDCA, George Siegel stars in The Quiller Memorandum. That's Sunday at 4 on your movie station, WDCA Channel 20.
You know, Michael Jordan is already in this game. 7 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds, and now he just got his second block.
People are going to take notice in a hurry, no doubt about that. Inside of 8 minutes to play in the first half. Here's Gus Williams trying to get around. Falls away from 9 feet. It won't fall. Sidney Green rips it down with the left hand. And as Watley steams into the front court, Bradley picks him up defensively, drops it off Corzine. He can hit that outside jump, but that one won't drop. That was a brick. And the fans immediately on Corzine. Lob to Rulin, and Jeff's got the easy bucket, and that's exactly the transition game that you were hoping to get from Gus.
You bet. The easy basket. The Bullets have got to get a lot of those, and Jeff Rulin is good at filling the lane for such a big guy.
4 points for Rulin. They have to get him involved more in the offense if they're going to get back into this contest. 45-28 is the score. Chicago's led the entire game. Jordan walked that time. Ooh, and Jordan went up and came down hard and is injured.
You can't go up against Jeff Rulin in that matter. And Jeff was just standing there, and he went up, even though the whistle and play had been called dead. I think we'll get a chance to see this. And he went up strong against Jeff Rulin, and he came down really hard. The play was called. Jeff goes up and makes a good defensive attempt, and his leg gets caught on Jeff's shoulder. And he comes down hard. He's okay.
He's all right. I think he's taking a breather more than anything.
Well, he wants to know how his fans are taking it. You better believe they were all excited.
Oh, boy, you could just tell the air went out of everybody when that fall took place. There's no timeout called here.
That's strange. That's an automatic when a guy lays down that long. There has to be something.
Just Thompson and Wally Rooney got everybody right back out on the floor. Jordan staying in. Wait for a moment now for the perspiration to be mopped up. And the Bullets will have the basketball. 45-28. It has been all Chicago so far in this game. Washington trying to get back into it. Beginning to play with a little more fluidity on the court. Here's Gus from the outside, too hard. Nice rebound that time by Day to keep the ball in the possession of Washington. Inside, Rulin powers to the hoop. Corzine hacks him on the arm. Second personal on Corzine.
Jeff just made one of the moves that he's noted for, and he's gotten so well at in the last couple of years. He just takes the ball, uses his body, protects the ball, and just goes up and inward. And the only way you're going to stop him is to foul him.
Rulin at the line now with 5 points and 4 rebounds so far in this game. Rulin, a 71% free throw shooter last year. And he gets both of them this time. Now a 15-point advantage at 45-30. Bullets trying to climb back into this one before the half. This is Watley in front court. It is Watley, Daly, Corzine, Green, and Jordan. Corzine in underneath. They're going to call a walking violation. And on the far side, Coach Kevin Lockery doesn't like it one bit. Kevin is a very emotional coach. He was a very emotional player. Always has been, probably always will be. Dudley Bradley now controlling the flow outside against Quentin Daly. Here's Darren Day. He can hit that open J, and he did. The Bullets are moving the ball a lot better this second quarter. A lot of that, I'm sure, has to be attributed to Gus Williams' leadership. Day now with 4 points. 45-32. Washington starting to get back into it. Sidney Green from the outside. No good. Rebound. Rulin. Baseball pass goes over to Bradley. Bradley swoops into the front court, pulls it up. Gus falls away from 18. It's going to be no good. Rebound controlled by Sidney Green as he outfought Dave for that one. Give it out to Watley into the front court for Chicago. He's going to go right to the hoop. Put it up off the glass. He got it. Watley with 7 points. And right away, Williams right back to the hoop. Look at the break. And he dished it off to Robinson, who got the slam, but the basket will not count the foul before the shot. That's a good shot there of what we're talking about when we say this is transition basketball. Gus Williams, after they made the shot on the other end, pushes the ball up quick and is able to break through, is fouled. But if not, you saw a great move by Cliff Robinson for an easy 2 points. All right, Gus goes to the bench, and Frank Johnson is back in.
Frank Johnson back into the ball.
And Frankie will run it from the outside. Day trying to set up down low along with Cliff Robinson. Inside it goes to Robinson. Back outside Johnson to Bradley. Dudley from the outside. He's got nothing but twine. Dudley's first bucket. And they need to have some scoring from him. 47-34 Chicago. Steve Johnson back into the Bulls lineup. Watley to Daly on the outside. Knocked away by Johnson. Here they go on the rather by Bradley. Bounce pass to Frank Johnson. He lost the basketball. Too bad. The fast break goes for naught. So a splendid defensive play at one end by Bradley, and then they don't convert. Okay, but Jim, that's what you want to see. The intentions are good. Just keep doing that enough time, and they're going to work. Also, what we're seeing here is Michael Jordan didn't move to small forward. It's showing the versatility of this young man. Well, Kevin Lockery said he's going to switch him around, and Daly that time shuffled the feet in making his initial move to the basket. And another turnover for Chicago. And now they're starting to mount up a little bit for the Bulls. 47-34, 5 minutes to play in the half. At one time, Bullets trailed by as many as 19. Here's Frank Johnson from the corner. Splat. It's good. Great isolation play between Frank Johnson and Jeff Rulin. Just a little 2-on-2 game. When they doubled back on Jeff, he kicked it out to Frank for an easy shot. Now an 11-point advantage for Chicago. Gene Shue up off the bench has to like what he sees here in the second period of play. Caldwell Jones back into the Chicago lineup. Lob down low now to Steve Johnson. Powers in for the hook. Won't drop. Rebound battle for underneath. Ball is loose. Daly comes up and scores. 9 points for Quinton Daly. (49-36). 4:15 to play in the half. Rulin posting up against Jones, down low. Bounce pass goes to Rulin. They double team. Looking for the cutter across the alley. It goes to Bradley. Slices in underneath, throws it up. Won't drop, but the foul is called. What a pass by Rulin.
Great pass by cross-court, a very dangerous pass, but he made it. He threw it so hard and quick. Allowed Dudley Bradley the time to make a good move and get fouled. And we'll get a chance to take a look at this as Jeff is across the shoulder all the way over to the weak side to Dudley Bradley. Dudley makes a good move, fakes, goes in and twists the ball up, and is fouled.
Quinton Daly got tagged for the personal, and that's his second of the night. And Bradley is short off the iron. 49-36, Chicago in front. They have led since the opening tap. In and out, doesn't fall. Steve Johnson gets the rebound. Into front court now is Watley. Out high comes Caldwell Jones. Back to Watley. They play a two-man game. Woolridge, Jordan, baseline. Great defense that time by Bradley as he forced him to miss the shot. And the ball comes off to Bradley to Darren Day, center of the lane. He lays it up, it won't fall. Rulin tips it in, it won't count. Foul is called.
Great defense by Dudley Bradley. Not only did he make good defense, he got the ball, as we can see on this replay, he got the ball into Darren Day, cutting down the middle. And Darren Day had an easy attempt at the ball, except you got a guy like Caldwell Jones coming at you.
And the tip-in, of course, nullified by the foul, so it's Darren Day on the line. And he drops it in. Yeah, that's the type of fast break basketball that Washington is hoping to play this season.
And they're going to get better at it.
Yes. (49-38). Again, an 11-point margin for Chicago. Their biggest lead was 19. That was in the first quarter. Here's Jordan as he walks. Once again, Dudley Bradley doing his job very well defensively, forcing Jordan to do maybe something that he really doesn't want to do.
Exactly right, and he's caught moving the feet. You know, the referees are going to get used to it and allow that move after a while, but they're, you know, watching him close now.
Down low, Robinson, pump fake, tries to put it up, has it stuffed, but they call Robinson for the walk. Jim Brinson, Wes Unseld, Chicago Stadium, Chicago, Illinois. Opening game of the NBA season for the Bullets and the Bulls. 49-38, Chicago leads it. And is Watley controlling the offense from the outside now on the perimeter. Bounce pass. Woolridge spins, goes up, scores, and then goes down. No whistle. Lockery screams for the foul, but is not going to get it. 13 points in the game now for Woolridge, and we're going to have the tee called against Lockridge. And I really thought that Kevin was due to get one.
Well, you know, Kevin is pretty smart. He knows when to get them and when not to. And a lot of pressure's on Kevin Lockridge, I think we should say right here. You know, there's been a lot said about this year. If he doesn't produce, this could very well, or even if the Bulls get off to a bad start, this could be the swan song for Kevin Lockridge.
Frank Johnson converts on the tee. 51-39, 2:38 to play in the half. Backcourt pressure. Dudley Bradley controlling. Almost a steal by Woolridge. Did he hit the ball? No. Goes out of bounds. Darren Day couldn't control.
good defense by Chicago on that particular play. And also, we got to say that Dudley Bradley has forced Michael Jordan to miss his last 5 shots, even though, as we said, Michael Jordan has played a good, strong floor game.
Gene Shue looking on. Down low goes to Caldwell Jones, working against Rulin. Center with a little hook shot. It won't drop. Rebound picked up by Steve Johnson and in. Cliff Robinson had it and lost it. And the pass, an errant one, picked up by Ennis Watley of Chicago. Back it comes. Woolridge swoops up and scores.
Just mental mistakes by the Bullets on 2 particular plays. Cliff Robinson thought he was fouled. Didn't get the call. Dudley Bradley threw it in, thought he was throwing it into Cliff Robinson, but Cliff was arguing with the official, never paid attention to the ball.
Well, you have to pay attention to that ball. The official can wait. Here's Rulin underneath. Jordan goes up and blocks it. Rulin screams for goaltending, can't get it. Knocked away by Darren Day on a splendid defensive play. Here comes Washington quickly back the opposite direction to Rulin and the dunk.
Mark that one.
8 points for Rulin. That was a fine. How do you do? 55-41, Chicago leads, 1:12 to play in the half. Steve Johnson, young man from Oregon State, originally picked by the Kings. Give it off, Ennis Watley with a spinning one-hander, and he scores. Beautiful move that time by Watley to the hoop.
Just a great move by Ennis Watley. Got, again, just the Bullets allowed too much penetration.
Frank Johnson to Darren Day. Day's air ball picked off by Johnson. Here comes the outlet pass, and it is Woolridge who misplays it. Went right through his hands, kicked off his leg, and out of bounds. So Washington gets a lucky break there. Play got a little sloppy here. After Washington had pulled to within 11, after trailing at one time by 19. Down low, Robinson, baseline spin's going to be short. Rebound knocked away and picked up by the Bullets. Dudley Bradley goes to the hoop and scores. A lucky break that time for Washington. Backcourt pressure, they bring it into Johnson. And Frank Johnson knocked it away, but it was picked up by Watley. Looking for Jordan, he gets the bounce pass. Time running down, 10 seconds on the shot clock. 16 in the first half. Watley back to Jordan, penetration. Rolls around, won't fall. Caldwell Jones tips it down to 9 seconds to play. Dudley Bradley all the way to the hoop. Count it.
Good fast break basket by the Bullets. Now they got to put pressure on Chicago. Don't let them get off a good shot.
4 seconds, 1 second now on the clock, and that basket will not count. That basket will not count. Kevin Lockery up off the bench again. With Dudley Bradley controlling from the outside, tried to force it down low to Rulin, stolen away by Steve Johnson. Bullets start the second half on a poor note. Slipping and going down is Watley, picked up by Rulin, and watch the big man take it down the floor. Off to Mahorn, and Mahorn is tied up. We thought the foul was going to be called, but Wally Rooney instead whistled a walking violation on Mahorn. And now we'll go back and clean up the water.
And correctly so. This floor seems to be getting a little slippery. There are a lot of people in here. There is ice down under this floor from the hockey team.
Right, Blackhawks.
There could be some moisture seeping up through the floor.
Second half activity underway. Watley. Woolridge working against Darren Day. Back outside now, Steve Johnson. Jordan on the baseline. Bradley glares at him right in the face, knocks the ball away. We're going to have a whistle foul called. It's going to be on Bradley. And Dudley really didn't argue it too much, so he probably realizes he got it.
Dudley realized right away because he picked up his second foul. Michael Jordan made a good move. Dudley was with him and just got the hand up to contest the ball, but got him on the elbow.
Michael Jordan at the line, knocks it down. In the first half, he was 3 for 3, so now he's 4 for 4. That one won't drop. 58-45, the score. Chicago is led from the opening tap. Dudley Bradley into the front court. Rulin on the far side. Darren Day looking for a shot from the outside, has to double pump it, air ball. Jones down with it. Ahead on the pass to Woolridge against Bradley, and Orlando's going to swoop to the hoop and score. And immediately, Gene Shue doesn't like what he sees and calls the timeout. We'll do the same. Only a minute has passed so far here in the third quarter. The score is Chicago 60 and Washington 45. We'll show you the swoop to the hoop right here by Woolridge, and we'll be right back after this. Okay.
Siemens, Budweiser, Almo Electronics, and the Chicago Sun-Times.
Jim Brinson, Wes Unseld in Chicago Stadium. 60-45. Bulls lead the Bullets. Washington basketball in the front court. Frank Johnson looking for Rulin down low. Frank's going to pull up and take the outside J, and he knocked it in.
And that's what the Bullets are going to have to do. Establish the outside so they can go to Rulin inside.
Michael Jordan. Orlando Woolridge, who's playing a splendid game, and that's why. Unstoppable so far tonight.
He's unstoppable basically because Darren Day is playing Orlando Woolridge where you normally would play that type of play, a small forward, but he is not. He cannot hit the outside shot, and that's what you've got to make him take. He's made his last 6 shots because they've all been close-in dunk shots.
Ricky Mahorn getting the dunk at the other end, the assist to Frank Johnson. Back down low, they go to Woolridge. Outside, Watley with the J, too short. Rebound, Jordan, he got it. Jordan in double figures now with 10. 64-49. Dudley Bradley, nice pass to Mahorn, and he definitely was. Well, if you're going to take that extra step, you got to put the ball on the floor.
It helps. You know, Ricky made a good pick, got a good play from Dudley on the roll, and just made the mental mistake of not putting the ball down.
Watley in front court now, being pressured by Frank Johnson.
And this is where Darren Day, if we look, should stop, get back. Make Orlando Woolridge beat you from the outside.
Ball goes down low to Steve Johnson, and he scores on the play, now with 12 points in the contest. Frank Johnson out high, Rulin. Far side, Darren Day, nothing but day.
Good execution by the Bullets on that play.
66-51, Chicago. Although Jones sets the pick, but Johnson fights through. Outside Woolridge, and this is the type of shot that Wes says he should be taking, and that's why. Steve Johnson, offensive board, and scores.
The Bulls, are making just a power game, really beating the Bullets at their strength, a power inside game.
Frank Johnson from the outside to come back. Johnson now with 9. 68-53. Washington staying with it. Need to shut down, however, the Bulls offense. Underneath, Watley, high off the glass, and he got it. Gene Shue shouting instructions from the sidelines.
This game has slowed down. Both teams are reverting back to what they've done in the past.
Half-court game, that's right. Bradley tries to force it, and it's stolen away. Here comes Steve Johnson into the front court. It's 6'10", trying to handle the basketball. Finally gets it to Woolridge. He swoops in. Won't go. Mahorn comes up with a loose ball. Ahead to Johnson. Quickly, we go the other way. 3-on-2. Johnson to Darren Day off the glass, and in he's fouled, and it counts.
Good transition. Again, Frank Johnson pushed the ball up, did not allow the Bulls defense to get set, and Darren Day was able to get an easy shot. As you can see, Frank is pushing the ball up, putting the pressure on Chicago, and Darren Day is able to take it up over Caldwell Jones, and it's 5.
So that'll put Day at the line. Opportunity for the three-point play. 15-point advantage, 70-55. Chicago leads, and Darren is true to form, knocking it in. Biggest lead of the game came in the first period at 19. Bullets fought back to close the gap to 10 at one time. Watley, Jordan looking for penetration, baseline, hangs in the air, shot no good, rebound battle for Steve Johnson goes after it, loses it.
Again, Steve Johnson got inside of Jeff Rulin. This is one fault that Jeff has got some weaknesses, is he does allow the guys, the offense to get inside.
Johnson shot no good, ripped out of the sky by Woolridge. Here they come the opposite direction. Michael Jordan leading the pack outside. Woolridge spins in the center of the lane, puts it up and in. 22 points for Orlando Woolridge. going to go to the bench in the presence of Charles Davis. He'll be coming in. Darren Day. Bounce pass goes to Rulin baseline. Double team. Somebody's got to be open. It's Mahorn, and he gets the easy J. Ricky in double figures with 12.
Good vision by Jeff Rulin again. When he sees that he's double teamed, kick the ball out to the open man. Somebody's always got to be open when they double up.
Mahorn having a fine shooting night from the floor. He's hit 6 of 8 shots.
And Darren should step back away from Orlando Woolridge at this particular point.
Johnson's going to be clobbered by Mahorn on the baseline.
Ricky did the good thing on that, even though the fans here in Chicago don't like it. When he knew that he had committed himself and was going to make the foul, smother the guy, don't let him get the ball away and a chance to make a three-point play.
Now the fans are booing because they thought there was a foul call, but there was a walk.
A walk before the foul.
Before the foul, that's right. And the chicken, you can see what he thinks of it. Trying to force the pass inside to Rulin, and they got Caldwell Jones for the foul, and that's going to be Caldwell's fourth, and that really is important because that means they take maybe their best defensive player out of the game.
Exactly. Not only their best defensive player, but the hub of the defense and rebound is Caldwell Jones. As great an acquisition as Michael Jordan is, I personally feel that the fate of this Chicago Bulls team is going to fall on the shoulders of Caldwell Jones.
All right, you're going to take a look at Jawan Olam in the game for the first time as Mahorn is hammered down low. Olam from Seattle. And we have been told that Corzine may not be back, Dave Corzine, because he has a heel problem. Injury to the heel. And there's a good look at Dave right there.
Started out with Washington. And I tell you, you know, Dave is came in Chicago for the trade with Artis Gilmore for San Antonio, and you know he really made the fans here irate at just his presence. He had a tough time last year of really no cause of his own. He's a good guy, good basketball player, but he just wasn't what Chicago had hoped for.
Mahorn got both of them now with 14 points, 72-60, 12-point advantage, 6:15 to play, third quarter. This is Olam out of the University of Seattle. And the ball's thrown away by Johnson and tipped by Mahorn, so the Bulls will get it back. There's an interested spectator, Don Nelson, head coach Milwaukee Bucks. Mike Schuler, his assistant, along there with him.
They play these Chicago Bulls now.
Watley working against Johnson. Good defense. Ball, however, is tapped back outside to Watley.
24-second clock.
Yep, it expired. So good defense that time by the Bullets. And that's exactly what that man, Gene Shue, was hoping to get.
You know, whenever you can make a team like Chicago not get a good shot off in 24 seconds, that's playing good defense.
Charles Davis trying to work down low to Rulin. Gives it to Jeff. He spins in the center. 3 guys go up. Ball slapped away. Rulin wants the foul. Couldn't get it. Bradley back. Off the glass won't go. Everybody going hard to the glass. And Wally Rooney's going to whistle the loose ball foul.
Number 43.
And beat brother number 1, Jeff Rulin's going to get it. That's his third personal. Second team foul.
You see, Jeff made a strong move toward the basket. As he makes his move here, the ball doesn't fall. The Bullets get the ball back. And Jeff is called for the foul when he tries to offensive rebound.
Johnson working down low. Air ball. Davis stepped over to Frank Johnson quickly. Washington goes the other way. Watley gets picked out. Rebound. Bradley goes up. Can't score. Challenge for on the floor. Finally picked up by the Bulls. Here comes Enos Watley. Lob. Woolridge. Dunk. Woolridge with 24, and the crowd's on their feet again.
I tell you, just a beautiful play. We saw it the whole way. Enos Watley, good vision. Saw Orlando Woolridge break free underneath. Just threw it toward the basket. And that guy can jump, and he just let him go get it.
One of the better leapers in the NBA. Here's Mahorn, center of the lane. Rebound comes down to Rulin. He gets it up and in, and foul call.
Good, strong offensive rebounding by Jeff Rulin off a Ricky Mahorn missed shot.
Well, you're used to having Jeff kind of pick up some of the garbage down there.
Exactly. He's got to be put in that position where he can do those things.
Checks back in for Chicago.
Rulin averaging better than 10 rebounds last year. Gus Williams checking back in now for the Bullets. You take a look at Big Jeff on the line. Opportunity for the three-point play. And here's the Wizard. Remember, he's had ankle trouble all through the camp. Rulin misses the free throw. And the Bulls start back. 74-62, 12-point advantage. low. Steve Johnson against Mahorn, puts up the hook shot that's in. 4 feet away, and that's where Johnson really is at his best. He was the nation's leader his senior year in field goal percentage at Oregon State. Rulin, ball slapped back outside. Bradley back down low. It goes to Rulin. Double team. Bradley taking the outside jumper, and Dudley can't draw. Here come the Bulls on the brink. Stolen away by guess who?
Just a great move by Gus Williams. He anticipated or something. That was just magic.
Boy, what quick hands. I mean, he just snatched it out of the air like a fly. Gus to Mahorn. Mahorn wasn't looking.
Just another show of how the Bullets are not used to playing with each other. Ricky Mahorn and Gus Williams. Gus made an obvious, open pass to Ricky, but Ricky had already made his move to set a pick.
18 turnovers now for the Bullets in this contest. 76-62. 3:45 to play, third quarter. Woolridge working against Davis.
Step back. Charlie, that's all he has to do and make Orlando either pass or give it up.
Quentin Daly went through the center of the lane and did a little skip to Malou. Got whistled for the walk. So the backcourt now with Frank Johnson, Gus Williams, Rulin in the front court with Cliff Robinson into the ball game and Charles Davis. Up top, Rulin, give it to Gus. He wants the outside J off the front of the iron. Robinson comes up, however, with a loose ball. Good hustle that time by Cliff. Remember, he did not see much action in the preseason with back spasms. Davis, no good. Robinson, oh, what a play by Cliff, and that's exactly what the Bullets were hoping to get
That's
out of
what
this
we mean
game.
by staying power. He and Cliff Johnson were muscling each other, and there was no way that Cliff Robinson was going to be moved out, and he's able to go up over to Steve Johnson and knock it down.
Stolen away by Davis. He's got the break to the basket and the dunk. And all of a sudden now, the Bullets have climbed back to within 10. A little spurt here by Washington has brought them back into this game. Woolridge on the near side. Davis lets Woolridge go by. Oh, and he missed the dunk that time. Rulin, baseball pass ahead to Johnson. Now to Gus Williams. In the center of the lane, Davis. Whistle. 3 seconds and a 3-second violation against Washington. Well, everybody kind of got jumbled up that time on the fast break. Remember, as Wes and I have alluded to, they really have not had an opportunity to play that much together. 2:33 to play in the third quarter. The score, Chicago 76, Washington 66. Back after this.
Thank you. This could be a mistake in this arena. Throwing them damn
Oh, I
balls.
know. You're not kidding there. Got it. Yes. Yes, I got it.
Yes.
All right. Get him into the crowd. Hold him on. All right. If your mini basketball has the number 3, then you just won 10 instant lottery tickets. So go to gate 6.5 in the east foyer of the main level to claim your prize. Number 3, go to gate 6.5 for 10 instant lottery tickets.
Jim Brinson, Wes Unseld, Chicago Stadium in Chicago, 76-66. Chicago leads it. By the way, Bullets and the Milwaukee Bucks get together next Friday night, November 2nd, 7:30. Terry Cummings, Sidney Moncrief will be in uniform for the Bucks. And for every ticket you purchase, WTOP News Radio 15 will give you a second ticket free, and it applies to the 1150 and 850 seats. So buy one and get one free at the Capitol Center box office only. Quentin Daly, Orlando Woolridge, Steve Johnson, Juwan Olam, Michael Jordan on the floor for the Bulls. This is Jordan, center of the lane, knocked away by Davis. But Chicago controls. Jordan, hang time, throws the ball away, and that was good defense that time by Rulin as he took away the alley.
He took away the passing lane. Jeff, a good defense, didn't leave his feet, didn't go for the Michael Jordan fake.
Rulin trying to go down the center of the lane, has it knocked away right into the hands of Gus Williams. Here's Gus with the outside jumper in the corner. It's flying time. And
Can't
now,
leave that man open at all.
I'll tell you, Wes, this is the closest they've been in a long time. 8 points, 76-68. Daly looking for penetration, got it up over Rulin, and it falls in. 1:40 to play in the third period. For the Bullets, it is Dudley, Bradley, Gus Williams in the backcourt. On the front line, Rulin, Davis, and Robinson. And they've been clicking here in the late moments of the period. Rulin was open on the baseline. Now they swing the ball to him against Juwan Olam. Knocked away. Jeff gets it back. Hook shot goes up. Won't drop. Rebound. Taken down by Woolridge. Off to Quentin Daly. Into the front court. Tries to get it to Jordan. Off his hand. He really wasn't looking for the pass. It goes out of bounds. And another turnover for Chicago. Quickly, the inbounds play. And it is the Bullets in front court. Here in the third quarter, Chicago has turned the ball over 8 times. Dudley Bradley comes out to beat the pass. Robinson posting down low. Turnaround Jay is going to be short. Rebound, Jordan. Lob pass, Olam off his fingertips, out of bounds. Well, it's tough to lead those 7-footers.
I tell you, you got to give it to him just right. It's tough when you're a big guy to have good hands and everything else it requires.
Making excuses now.
Oh yeah, well I'm trying to justify something here. I can sympathize with it. Put it that way.
Okay, 50 seconds to play, third quarter. 10-point advantage for the Bulls at 78-68. Williams in front court. Controlling the offense on the dribble. Penetration. Fall away one-hander. Gus has got another one. He's going to do it himself.
Boy, that's looking good. This is what we've been looking forward to with this Bullet team.
Michael Jordan. Baseline knocked away Dudley Bradley. Splendid defensive play as he fell back that time to double team along with Robinson and knocked the ball out of bounds.
Exactly right. Chicago has 16 seconds left on the shot clock. 29 seconds left to go in the game. The Bullets going to have an opportunity to get another good shot.
Quentin Daly against Williams in the center. He's going to turn and put it up off the glass. Won't fall. Rebound the horn. Shot clock is off. There's 21 seconds to play. We're going to have a whistle foul called. Quentin Daly's going to get tagged with a personal.
Now on Quentin Daly.
His third personal. And we'll now move to the bonus as Gus Williams will go to the line.
Put the Bullets in real good position to put them as close as 6 points with 20 seconds left to go here in the third quarter.
Exhibition season, Gus was a 63% free throw shooter. He knocks it down there. Williams now in double figures with 10. You must remember he's doing this with a badly sprained ankle.
And not a lot of practice time. In fact, I think his first day back was Thursday. What's tonight, Friday? Didn't give you a lot.
Boy, you're a wizard with that calendar.
I'm rough.
Frank Johnson back in the lineup. Gus gets the other one. 76-72. Inbounds pass comes in now. And the Bulls will start in the front court with 15 seconds to play in the quarter. Down to 10. Frank Johnson comes out for the double team. Stripped away. Gus Williams, 7 seconds ahead to Frank Johnson. Count it. Splendid defensive
defense
play.
on the Bullets. Frank Johnson called it.
And they're going to trap again. 1 second left. The shot will not count. And I'm telling you, friends, the Bullets all of a sudden have come on like gangbusters, and they look like a team really in the flow. So at the end of 3 periods of play, it is now only a 4-point advantage for the Bulls. The score, 78-74. Chicken out there on the floor, and he will be appearing at the Capitol Center November 8th.
I tell you, he's a show in himself. You know, let's take a look at one stat that I think turned this whole game, not only this third period around, but turned the whole game around, and that was the Bullets defense was able to cause the Chicago Bulls to commit 10 turnovers during that third period alone.
And that's why they're within 4.
While only committing 6 themselves.
Fans, we got a basketball game. 78-74. Final stanza of basketball action opening night of the NBA. Inside, Johnson with a little hook shot, won't drop. Robinson goes high to rip it down. Quickly off to Gus. Williams into the front court, looking for some running room. Loses it momentarily, gets the ball back. And he'll reset the offense.
Gus Williams is always pushing the ball up, always making the defense do something more than they wanted to do at that
Down low, Robinson, they need it. It won't drop. Jordan comes down with the basketball. Into the front court, dish off, Quentin Daly, the outside jumper, he got it.
Hey, these two look very well together, Jordan and Daly.
Frank Johnson, as everybody's going with quickness in the backcourt now. Mahorn, double team, almost throws it away. Frank Johnson corrals it. Going baseline, blowing through, in underneath, dish back outside. Bradley scores. No shot, 3-second lane violation against the Bullets. This telecast is protected by copyright and is intended solely for the non-commercial entertainment of our viewing audience. Any use, reproduction, or distribution in whole or in part of the pictures or descriptions herein contained without the express written consent of the Washington Bullets and WDCA Television strictly prohibited. Tonight's announcers were selected by WDCA TV and approved by the Washington Bullets. I don't know why, Wes, we just can't say, listen, you can't do anything like that. Just don't do it. 80-74, Chicago leads. Frank Johnson. Bounce pass, knocked away. Is it going to go out of bounds? It does, and it's still going to be Chicago basketball.
Orlando Woolridge checks back in.
Hey, Gene Shue doesn't like that call. It looks like Kevin Lockery got up and got in the way of the Bullets' attempt to save that basketball.
Orlando Woolridge back into the lineup for Chicago. He's been the main man so far tonight, along with the play of Steve Johnson underneath. Here's Daly from the outside. Jordan posting up baseline, spinning underneath, blocked by Mahorn, and Davis was there also to help out. Ahead to Gus. Williams on the run, passing to center. Frank Johnson, blocked by Juwan Olem. Davis battles for the loose ball, saves it to Robinson. Cliff, pass outside. Here's Williams, it's going to be short off the iron. Rebound, Woolridge, as the intensity and pace of the game is picked up. Quentin Daly to the hoop, Mahorn with a block at the other end. Here comes Gus the opposite direction to Frank Johnson to Gus, all the way to the hoop, and Woolridge swoops away. That would-be basket. The Bulls come the opposite direction. Jordan to the hole, and a whistle and a foul. Boy, oh boy, end-to-end action.
This is excitement. We get a chance to take a look at these guys are going back and forth, moving the ball up and down the court as Gus Williams goes up and Orlando Woolridge rejects it. Whew, you can get tired doing that. Well, I tell you, Orlando Woolridge, he had that one nailed the whole way. He just saw it coming and just laid back and caught Gus Williams.
All right, Jordan at the line. A 6-point advantage for Chicago. Make it a 7-point advantage, 81-74. 9:42 to play in the contest. Bullets climb to within 4. That's the closest they've been. 82-74. Bullets with Frank Johnson, Dudley Bradley, Cliff Robinson, Ricky Mahorn, and Charles Davis on the floor. Frank Johnson open outside one-hander. It won't fall. Rebound. Davis fights for it, but it's Juwan Olem who picks it up for Chicago. Watling quickly into the front court. Dish it off. Quentin Daly spins in for an open. Went off the backboard, and he got it. And Gene Shue wants timeout.
Bullets got called just reaching on that particular play and allowed the Bulls to get an open, easy shot with Quentin Daly shooting 8 for 13 here tonight. Knocked it down.
84-74, 9:14 to play in this contest. Chicago leads. Back after this. 10-point advantage for Chicago after the Washington Bullets had whittled it to 4. Shooting percentage from the floor, Chicago now 52%, while Washington is in at 43.
We're getting our first chance to see Greg Ballard. Frankly, I didn't think he would even play it, let alone get in this early in the game with this much time there. But he is experienced leader, and they're going to need him.
Well, he is a very good outside shooter, too, so I have a feeling that Gene Shue is going to try to pull one out of his bag of tricks in hopes that Ballard can get off quickly and hit a couple before he gets tired.
The only problem as Gene Shue looks on is he's taking a big chance on whether Greg Ballard's in, he's in condition. He's been running, but he hasn't been used to being bumped and knocked around and still maintaining balance and run.
Chicago in the front court. Jordan has to dish it off. Watley also has to dish it off. Quentin Daly from the outside. Well, the crowd will tell you what happened. Daly now with 19. 86-74. Here's Ballard. Bounce past Bradley. Swinging around Frank Johnson. Outside Jay. He got it.
Good ball movement. The Bullets whooped the ball around the horn. Found the open guy. Frank Johnson was able to put it on.
10-point advantage now for the Bulls. Ruland up off the bench. He'll be checking back in here. We're down to 8:15 to play in the game. Cliff Robinson playing against Woolridge. Here comes Watley. Jordan backdoor, tapped away beautifully by that man Dudley Bradley. Ahead it goes to Frank Johnson to the hoop. He scores! He beat Olam to the backboard that time.
Just took it straight in on him, used the backboard to his advantage, and was able to come in under Jawan Odom for the easy layup.
86-78 Bulls. Ballard, as Jordan defensively gets picked off by Woolridge, but maintains his balance. Orlando from the outside. It won't drop. Rebound Johnson. And as Russ alluded to earlier in the telecast, that's where you want Woolridge to take this shot.
The best defense you can play against a guy like Orlando Woolridge.
Here's Ballard on top, looking for Robinson down low. Can't get it to him. Now the lob pass to Cliff. Spin, center the lane. He got it.
Bullets are back in this game.
86-80. 7:20 to play. And what started out to be sort of lackluster and a little out of control for the Bullets has all of a sudden turned into an excellent performance here in the final stanza. Daly gets the roll as he drops it down.
Quentin Daly is making mid-season type shots. The first game of the season.
88-80. 8-point advantage now for Chicago. Bradley. Ballard's first shot of the year. It won't fall. Woolridge rips it out of the sky. Watley in the front court. Wally Rooney. Whistle foul. Frank Johnson gets hit with a personal, his second, and the team's second foul. Substitutions now for the Bullets. Gus Johnson returned, Gus Johnson, listen to me, Wes, I'm dating you already. Gus Williams returns, along with Jeff Ruland. Inbounds pass. Good defensive pressure that time by Frank Johnson. Goes outside Woolridge. Robinson lets him have the outside shot. This time he got it.
Well, he's got to hit one of them.
10-point advantage. Robinson on the baseline. Double team. Back outside. Frank Johnson with the outside one-hander around it. Now Ballard rebounds. Forces it up off the glass. It won't fall. Ballard goes down hard, but apparently is okay. Bulls quickly into the front court, dish it off. Daly to the hook, blocked by Robinson. Ball goes out of bounds. Bullets get it. Beautiful play that time by Cliff.
Great block as Daly drove the basket. Bullets ain't got a break, because I certainly thought that ball went off the hand of Greg Ballard.
10-point Chicago advantage at 90-80. 6 minutes and 5 seconds to play the game. Robinson spins on the baseline. It's going to be short.
Every one of Cliff Robinson's turnaround patented shot that he normally makes has been short, and a lot of that has to be with the ability of not, getting that practice like he normally would have.
Well, plus the fact anytime the back is injured, that controls just about everything, so it really makes it difficult on you. 5:54 to play in the game. 10-point Chicago lead, 90-80. Back after this.
Yes. Not that I'm aware of. That's a good question. That guy do anything but buck.
Yep.
Or clunk.
Jim Brinson, Wes Unseld, back at Chicago Stadium. It is 90-80 with 5:54 to play in the game. Monday at 8, WDCA premieres part 1 of the steamy mini-series, A Woman of Substance. That's Monday at 8 o'clock on WDCA, Channel 20. Wes, I'm sure you'll be watching that. Speechless, huh? 5:50 to play in the contest. Here's Jordan, double team to the corner, gets it back out. Caldwell Jones, now over to Daly. He got it.
I'll tell you, these two guys work very well together. You can't leave either one of them open. The Bullets played good hustling defense, but to no avail.
Down low, Rulin tips it back out. Frank Johnson, he's open, won't fall. Rebound, Ballard fights for it. Ball is loose. Rulin comes up with it
Good
on the
hustle by
outside.
Frank Johnson.
Off to Mahorn. And Ricky's going to get called for a walking violation.
He got clobbered there, but again, he's got to concentrate. Just remember that he's just got to use that body of his to take the ball up toward the basket. Don't fool around with it.
92-80, 12-point advantage. Plenty of time left in the game, more than 5 minutes. Gus reaching in on Jordan, tapped it away, but Michael got it back. Into the corner now, Daly. Daly trying to force the action in underneath. Loose ball foul called away from the ball. Illegal defense, check it. Illegal defense called now against Washington. That is the first illegal defensive call we've had tonight.
That is the first, and I'm surprised that Chicago hasn't been called because Kevin Locker is great with playing a zone. Great coach for the zone.
Well, you weren't supposed to play zone in the NBA.
That's what they say. That's the rule.
5 minutes left in the contest. Daly, Williams with a spectacular steal. Gus falls down, and look at him maintain the dribble. What a play by Gus Williams. Frank Johnson to Ballard, looking for Rulin. He's got him posted up. Shot is blocked. Rulin underneath, puts it up, in. Good concentration that time by Rulin as he got the bucket.
He catches the ball down that low very few times. Is anybody going to be able to stop him? 12
points in the contest for Rulin. Frank Johnson gets tagged with a personal foul outside on Quentin Daly. That's his third personal. Third team foul, inbounds on the near side, right in front of our broadcast position. Comes into Daly. Outside now, Woolridge, Ballard hounding him, pass inside. Michael Jordan makes him change the shot. Nice defensive play, Rulin. Bad pass by Jeff, however, it went right to Steve Johnson. Rulin tries to draw the charge to no avail as Michael Jordan gets the loose ball and scores.
Jeff made a good play on Michael Jordan. Just an errant pass. Allowed Steve Johnson to pick it off, and Michael Jordan ended up with 2 points.
Gus Williams loses the ball into the corner to Ballard, and then Gus lost it. This time he lost it out of bounds. Fans, that's just not from not having any playing time.
He's just not sharp.
94-82, Chicago leads it down to 3:50 to play. Caldwell Jones playing with 4 fouls. Quentin Daly, boy, you can't give him that one. And that's why. He's murdered from the outside. 12 points in this period for Quentin Daly. He has 25 in the game.
You've really got to give Quentin Daly a lot of credit. He's adjusting to not only losing his starting position, but to playing a different role.
Ricky Mahorn hustling underneath, can't get it to fall. Jordan to the hoop, King in the air, scores! Bullets one time. the fans here at Chicago Stadium on their feet. They like what they see. 3:11 to play in this game. Chicago has once again assumed command of the contest. 98-82. Back with more action after this.
I think the K Jewelers are just bullets, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's just bullets. Is it just bullets or is it the best player? Right? Just bullets? Okay.
That was Washington 25.
Just bullets. Let's go with Bradley. What would be our second choice? Gus?
Oh, boy. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah.
Aaron, are we doing a post-game show? Okay. Other scores in the NBA, Atlanta has won over New Jersey. The final was 119-104. We'll give you more in just a moment. We want to remind everybody that the Washington Bullets and the Atlanta Hawks home opener this Tuesday night, 7:30. All fans in attendance will receive a 6-color Bullets Thunder and Lightning t-shirt courtesy of Coca-Cola and Frankly Fries. Other scores for you in the NBA, Philadelphia won over Cleveland, 111-101. Boston beat the Pistons in Detroit at the Silverdome, 130-123.
A lot of defense.
Celtics want to make sure that they let everybody know that they still are the world champs. Play back in. Here's Gus from the outside. He got it. 98-84. Chicago. Still time left. Just under 3 minutes and 2:50 to play.
You know, the Bulls were able to shoot 60% in this fourth quarter, just to the Bullets 25%. That's been the story here.
Woolridge trying to get in underneath. Puts the shot up. It goes. Bullets want the walk. Don't get it. Instead, we get a foul call.
Again, they were playing Orlando Woolridge too tight. Greg Ballard came in. You can see when Orlando Woolridge is this far out on the court, hey, get away from him. You can't let that guy. You can't keep playing him the same way and let him penetrate on him. 28 points and 3 rebounds on the night for Woolridge. A splendid game. Check it. Make it 8 rebounds tonight for Woolridge. Williams looking to blow by Jordan to the hoop. Gus can't get it to fall, but he did draw the foul. Well, that first step and a half by Williams is something. I tell you, he's got a quick step, and he knows how to use it. He's just going to take it as far as he can, and if that ends up all the way in for an easy layup, he's going to go there.
184, 2:36 to play in the game. Gus at the line, first free throws, nothing but twine. 14 points for Gus. He really wasn't supposed to see a lot of minutes tonight, but he must have told Coach Gene Shue that the ankle was better than what everybody thought it was going to be.
And we're also seeing Tom McMillan for the first time tonight, which is somewhat surprising. I thought we might see him a little bit earlier.
He's going to play the pivot here against Caldwell Jones. A little quicker lineup out on the floor. Daly, center the lane, put it up off the glass, won't fall. Ball's tipped once, McMillan down with it. Looking for the outlet. It goes quickly to Gus Williams. Gus into the front court against Daly. Pulls up, three-pointer. Won't fall. Caldwell Jones grabs it. Dishes it off to Daly. 2 minutes to play in this contest.
2 minutes left in this ballgame.
Daly running the offense. Over to Steve Johnson. Here's Caldwell at the top of the lane. Bounce pass goes to Jordan against Frank Johnson. Michael with the outside J short. Rebound, batted out of bounds. And McMillan thought it's going to be Washington basketball, but Wally Rooney saw it the other way. Rod Higgins is going to check into the lineup for the first time, replacing Woolridge. As Kevin Lockery now goes to the bench. Here's Wes Matthews coming in for Michael Jordan. He's going to get a standing O.
Not a bad opening performance for a young rookie. I tell you, he's going to make an impact on this league in a hurry.
Matthews checking in. Of course, Wes was the last man cut by the 76ers and then picked up by the Chicago Bulls for added backcourt depth.
Also started out as a Washington Bullet.
Mallard grabs the air ball. Ahead it goes to Gus. Back to Bradley. Dudley with the easy two. 188. Pressure in the backcourt. A minute 30 to play. Wes Matthews walks it into the front court. They'll try to slow it down. Use as much of the 24-second clock as they possibly can. Here's Higgins, young man out of Fresno State. Swing it to Matthews. They got Johnson posted up down low against Robinson. He goes to the hoop and scores. And Cliff Robinson's going to get tagged with a foul. And what a sweet move that was by Steve Johnson. And he has been impressive tonight.
I'll tell you what, I think Steve Johnson has found his place. He's had some adjustment problems in the NBA, but he really looks strong, really looked capable here in Chicago in that power forward position. As we just saw, he just made a real good power forward move.
18 points tonight for Johnson, along with 10 boards. 102-88, minute 10 to play. Three-pointer around, won't drop. Rebound, battled for. Olam comes up with it for Chicago. Down to a minute to play in the game. Bulls are most likely going to win this contest now. Down low, Wes Matthews bumps into Greg Ballard. And the foul's going to be on Ballard. Well, all in all, even though they're going to lose this game, this opener, anytime you start on the road, I suppose, and I don't mean to make excuses for the club because they don't need to have excuses made for them in the way they have played tonight. They showed greatness at times and then showed ineptitude at others. And it's just because they just haven't had an opportunity to really play with everybody on the court at the same time.
I think you've hit it right there. They in spots there, particularly during that third period, we saw some hopeful, exciting aspects for this Bullets team. Then again, in the fourth period, we saw some very sloppy basketball. And these things are going to work themselves out with just playing time and getting everybody back healthy and used to each other.
Dudley Bradley, three-pointer, he got it. 104-91, Bradley now with 11 as he breaks the double-figure column. Down to 40 seconds to play in the contest. And the Chicago Bulls are going to open before a big crowd, knocked away by Cliff Robinson with a victory. Off to Bradley, swoop to the hoop, and blocked by Olam. Back it comes Robinson, pivots on the baseline, and scores with the underhand layup. 104-93, 25 seconds to play. 8 points on the evening for Robinson. Don't forget, we will be in Indianapolis tomorrow night for a game against the Pacers. Another really improved team. Yeah, better than a lot of people believed they were going to be. Tommy McMillan from the outside, the three-point shot, no good. And we're down to 8 seconds in the contest. Gus Williams saves it right into the hands of Ron Higgins. He's going to get a shot before the game's going to be over, and Higgins hits it. And it'll be a three-pointer. And 1 second left on the clock. This ball game is all over, and the victory